my parties? What's up, my lovelies? How you doing? How you feeling? Well, now that I know you're doing pretty lovely, let's get into this party on me. We're here to talk about Corman. Corman has apparently moved on from Corey, and I want to speak about it because she recently went on a show and talked about it. Sat down with a podcast. I think it was the Say Yes podcast. Y'all definitely need to go check it out. It was pretty dope. To be honest, it gave a side of Corman that I haven't ever seen before. And it's actually a side that I've been wanting to see. And that's crazy. So I had to do a video. I had to talk about it because it got real, it got deep, and that's just what it is. So we're gonna get into it. I'm going to talk about how I felt about it and move on from there. That is what it is, and that is just what it is. Period. Sorry. So at the end of the day, um, if you don't know the situation, Corman and Corey have had their backs and forth of getting together and breaking up due to infidelity. And mostly the infidelity seems to be on Corey's part opposed to Corman's part. They have two kids together, and I feel like Corman has got a lot of flack for sticking by her man Corey, um, despite his alleged infidelities. Because I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Corey seems to want his family. He seems to want his wife, but he do dumb ish. But I admit, when you're young, you don't be thinking straight sometimes, especially when you be leading with certain parts of your body opposed to other parts of your body. And it just is what it is. Not saying it's right or wrong, but I'm glad that Carmen realizes, she got a family, she got kids, and she can't be just willy-nilly with certain stuff. To be honest, I feel like Corey is the one who's messing this up. So Corey, I blame you. Like, you say you want your family, you trying to act like Corman is gonna sit there while you cater to the hoes to the whole city and world. Nobody want that peen after you done gave it to 1,000 people. Men, y'all gotta understand that women don't want you just because you want to be a service to all the women in the world. Like, you can be a service to all the women in the world, but why would you want to? Because have you seen what's out here in these STD streets? Like, for real? Even not even the STD street, they got diseases that's taking people out. Like, y'all should, we had a episode for a couple years that shut the whole cities down, and you still want to play with random chicks just because they got a pretty face and a fat. Like, be freaking for real. Be freaking for real. But at the end of the day, these dudes don't be loving themselves for real, and that just is what it is. And I feel like they just be looking for love in all the wrong places. Women's holes is not the place to look for love, my guy. You gotta go within to look for that. Period. Okay, so yeah, I had to get on Corey a little bit because Corey, he messed up his own life. Like, yeah, I was one who said, yeah, a woman shouldn't leave her man just because he has integration. You know what I'm saying? And try to stick with him and work through it because we're human. But at the end of the day, to me, it seems like Corey is publicly acting like he wants to be in a polygamous relationship. And that's good if that's what you want to be in. But you need to make sure your partner wants to be in that. Or if you don't want to be in a polygamous relationship, stop all these pros out here. Like, it's really common sense. Because whatever you're getting from these other women, you're gonna bring that into your family home domain. And if she wondering why her pH thrown off, why she cooking for a man that want to be with all these other women, like, a woman is not gonna do that for the rest of her life. She may do that for like a year, a couple months, because she's thinking like, okay, it's a fad. But baby, it's been years. So first of all, I've been giving Carmen a hard say. To be honest, I never thought that Carmen was stupid. I never thought that, because she actually said that on the podcast, how she just can't even look at social media no more because it's just so frustrating, basically, with all the people talking about she's so dumb. I actually think Carmen is smart. To be honest, well, first of all, she she a Libra, but I'm not gonna leave my family just because of one indiscretion. Especially if I know the chemistry that me and my man have. Carmen and Corey have chemistry. A relationship is more than just sex. Yeah, she probably thought, okay, he don't really care about these other women, which he probably don't. But the problem is, if you're not caring about these other women, why are you risking your whole family for these other women, Corey? That's the problem. Because Corey will sit here in the face. Corey would get on camera today in the next couple of minutes and be like, I want my family. But what are you doing to keep your family, Corey? Nothing. I'm sure Carmen has probably said this shit to you. So shut the up, Corey, because you don't want your freaking family, because you want to be getting your wet in all the sewage water that's out here in the world. So nobody want to deal with that. That's disgusting. Okay? All because your ego is bruised and you trying to boost it up. Shut the freak up. I don't feel sorry for Corey no more. I fudge Corey. If that's what he wanted to do, mess up his whole family, then don't blame Carmen no more. Like, she deserved her citizenship. She deserved all that because she stuck around. And believe it or not, I don't even know if Corey really realized that Carmen really does care for him. I feel like Carmen may not do everything that Corey likes, and so he want somebody else to boost his head up more. Because I do feel like Carmen was kind of a tough cookie, but through it all, through the way he was treating her, I feel like she did really care for Corey. Okay, and I don't know if he thought that was too good to be true, because Carmen is a bad bee. I'm just gonna say, like, she don't even be trying, but she just got that look. And I feel like Corey's just second guessing like her. Was she really there for love or whatever, and this and that? Now, even I questioned it, and I really feel like over the years she just gained a love for Corey. Because when you get out in these streets, like she said, it ain't really too much out there. Like, when you're in the streets, people play games with you all day, and you thinking you leaving something because they playing, but guess what? People in the streets don't even care about you as much, because first of all, she don't got kids with these people in the streets and all this stuff. She don't got these years people in the streets, like, whatever. She don't have as much as vested in these streets like she have with Corey. So you saying she done for staying with a man that she invested with, opposed to some dude in the street that may or may not care about her the same way and her kids? That's not dumb at all. So y'all really need to get off Corbin's back for that. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you what I'm setting up for in a minute, because yeah, I wouldn't probably ever really do this. Okay, but I'm gonna tell you why, and that's just on period. Give me a second. T on me. Okay, so yeah, no, I don't think Carmen was stupid at all. I think y'all are stupid to feel like it's okay to jump from man to man just because he treat. To be honest, I used to be that girl, even though I wasn't really taught like you gotta just stick with one and that be done, because my family was a line of strong women who did not play, and they only give you so many chances. So that's how I went into my relationship. I never went into it like, find you a man that give you the world and then stick with him. And what I knew, if I knew what I knew now, and if it was that information was given to me, I would have probably been a different woman. However, I feel like Carmen, somebody told her something right. I don't know who, because I think her parents are separated, but somebody told Carmen something right, to where she don't want to be that woman that's just passed around the women and women, and she know deep in her heart that Corey feel a way about her. Like, it's obvious the way he don't just go on his camera and say he want his wife. He really do. It's just like sometimes some men, or even women, can do it too. When they're young and impressionable, they make dumb decisions. And I feel that's just like where Corey is right now. He's not in that mature phase where he can sit back and be like, why the freak did I mess up my home? Now, if he want to mess it up, that's on him. Keep doing what you're doing, because you definitely will mess it up. But in your heart of hearts, if you don't say I want my family just because of the kids, even though half these women that he's sleeping with just want him for a check or come up or for clout, and that's dumb and stupid for him to want to just do that just because he feel like it boosts him a certain way. But if he want his family for but the love he got for his wife and for what they built, he needs to get some act right for real and stop playing in these streets. Cause he up here threatening who she talking to, threatening people to talk about like that's dumb. Like, be make sure your actions match your words. Period. Okay. Now, and I'm telling Corey, like I know Corman, she feel away because she feel like the man really care for her, which he does. He just acting dumb and horny, but at the same time, it's like she would be dumb to just sit here and be exposed to all these diseases and all these contagions and be constantly staying up at night wondering what he doing, what he is. Like nobody, no woman is gonna sign up for that, because guarantee you, if these men be doing half the stuff that they be doing and the woman did that stuff and put that stuff on, they would go crazy. So women have feeling just like men. I'm gonna be the first to tell you, just because we women don't think, we don't ever think about it. We think about it because it's like I could be finding somebody who's gonna love me, care for me too. And you go through this point that you feel like when a man is cheating on you and stuff like that, that he really don't love you. He don't really don't care for you. When in reality, it's just, to some men, they look at it like a piece of bread. Like what, like buying slime from a toy store is really nothing special, but to it should be something special. You know what I'm saying? But to men, it's just like something to do. Like you go through a drive through, you pick up an item and go on. You know what I'm saying? But it's really not that simple. So young men, you gotta do better. You gotta like think about your future goals and the actions that you do. What is it gonna do for your family, and how is it gonna affect your family? How is it gonna affect your kids? And you gotta break these generational curses. That's what it is, because you are meant to fail. Okay? Alright, I would say this. At first, I didn't understand why Corman was possibly doing what she did when she did what she did with the scandal with I'm sorry. That was going on. Okay. It was a scandal going on with Carmen a while back, which is funny. And I even said she probably did. Okay. And so yeah. But think about it. If you constantly seeing your man cheat on you, you gonna want to get some get back. And you may not tell your man. Not saying that it was right, but just saying women can do the same thing you do. We can sleep with a man and it don't mean nothing. You can sleep with a man if you. I've done it before, so I'm gonna tell you. I just had it was a point in my time, life in my time, where I didn't know any better. Okay, or I just needed to get my rocks off, just like the dude needed to get his rocks off. It can happen. So what I'm saying, not saying that women are out here want to slut themselves out, but what I'm saying is women got needs too, just like a man got needs. But women are gonna make more wiser choices and more decisions, because we the one that can get pregnant. We the one that's gonna be looked at in a certain way. So we think about things differently. And these men have been taught most of their lives that the more women they get, the more high up they get. They got more game. They more this, they more that. When they really not. Like, you really passed around for real. You really slutted out for real. And just because you don't have an open wound, baby, you do have an open pee hole that all this fluid is getting packed down into all the time. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like you not exposed. Men are like women are exposed, they're exposed, they're exposed. Yeah, but it cleans itself out 24/7. The penis, as far as I know, it doesn't naturally clean itself out. Yeah, that stuff may ooze out, but some of that stuff can go into your woman. You know, because at the end of the day, a vagina is a place that gives birth, so it's a naturally self-cleaning area. Even though sometimes, you know, it could be a whole situation going on. You got to make sure you keep it well maintained, because all this stuff that's coming out can be a lot. Okay, so, but a man doesn't have that self cleaning tool, because that's why they don't give That's why they don't have babies, right? But so basically, whatever. Ugh, I'm just thinking about this. Whatever goes down that little hole is shooting up in her. Man, I would slap you out for real. Not you. I'm talking about men in general because I just thought about that. That's disgusting. Ew. Ew. I mean, yeah, if you use a condom, but still, ooh. Because really, the only way it's gonna come out is if you pee or if you squirt. That's really the only thing that's gonna get that out your little bitty hole. Anyway, let's move on. So basically, yeah, I want to talk about corn in particular. I'm just talking about men in general for that part. Like I just didn't really think about that. So women, y'all be safe out here. 'Cause that's disgusting. And then imagine, mm, if they on the down low, which I don't knock nobody for being bisexual, but just imagine like your the penis doesn't self clean itself. So anyway, okay, so um, okay, anyway, oh my god, I'm sorry, but the reason why I had to do this video is because I just really wanted to give Carmen some hope because normally I wouldn't be the person to give Carmen some hope. Let me speak on this because Carmen, your accent has gotten better, girl. I can actually listen to you talk. I don't even know because when Corbin got her show, she looked like she was a little bit lit. If I'm gonna say that when she was on a show that she was doing her talking, I don't know if it was the litness or what, but I could actually hear clearly what Carmen was saying. Normally, when Carmen was speaking, it gives me a headache because it's like I got to say, and it was so choppy. So whatever it is, I don't know if she's been practicing her words. I like it, you know, and she was so down to earth. She was so real. And I've never seen this out of Corey. I mean, that's the reason why I stopped watching Carmen and Corey because I would feel like Carmen was just trying to put on this front and not being real, not being authentic. That's what I didn't like about it because you see, like she's a whole different person on this podcast. She almost seemed like Butch, which Libras, I ain't gonna cap. We can definitely be a woman that's very independent, you know, and we don't really need a man for real. Like we do, but it's like we're not gonna just settle for any kind of treatment. You know what I'm saying? Um. So at the end of the day, it's like if I gotta sit here and be that girl, I'm gonna be that girl. So Carmen was just realer than I ever seen her be real before. She was just authentic more than I ever seen her be authentic. But at the same time, she was hurt. She was a little bit broken, a little bit downtrodden, and that did kind of hurt my feelings because if you think about what Carmen has done in this world, she has set a lot of trends. Carmen has done a lot of good things, and she's been a good woman to her man. Now I feel like she need to work on her cooking skills a little bit more. But baby, they got recipe cookbooks, and the man I get with, baby, I'm gonna have so much fun trying new, exciting recipes and stuff. Which I'm a star now, but I really eat out too much. But it's just like, Carmen, was like good for Corey, and I feel like Corey is good for Carmen. And I'm really sad to see it go down the drain because it's just misunderstanding, miscommunication, or whatever. But if that's what they want to do, I wish them both the best. But I want to tell Carmen, don't let these people saying you dumb be your validation. People are not your validation. They still watching you. Okay, regardless they calling you out your name. I don't care that a million people calling me dumb, slow, stupid. Baby, I'm gonna be dumb, slow, stupid while you watching me be 10 times greater. This is your time to show people that's calling you dumb and stupid that how you really not dumb and stupid. Cause you really can floss on these people for real. You a motherfucking Libra, like we already know. You really can floss on these people for real. But you know when you get in your dumps, you get in your dumps, and that's just what it is. Cause she also said that mental health is real. So I can really see that this is taking a toll on her, and that really breaks my heart. But girl, I'm fucking with you more than I fucked with you before, but I never was the one of those girls who's called you dumb. But I really am fucking with you for being you. I'm gonna see this real you, and regardless if you with Corey or not, just be the real you, cause that's why Corey fell for you. I'm sure at some point he had to see the real you, you know. So show the world the real you, and you probably would get better feedback. The way she came this way, I've never in my life seen Carmen like that, and I respected that. It always gave me airs when it came to Carmen. So that's why I did this video, and that's all I really wanted to say on the situation. Is that to give motivation to Carmen, because I'm an older woman, and I used to let things get to me. So a lot. Yeah, when I was her age, I used to really care too much. But now, as an older woman, I want to tell Carmen, the regardless of people, if people spend hate on your name, spending love on your name, because like that man said, just mean people hate on you, people love you. Regardless of people hate on you, baby, hate me, but you still watching me though. The money maker is people watching you. As long as they watching you, and you can always turn people's opinion of you around. But even if you can't turn their opinion around, still get your money in your bank off of them watching you. Period. And at the end of the day, they gonna see what it really is. At the end of the motherfucking day, you can really show people what it really motherfucking is, and let people know not to sleep on you, not to mess with you, not to comfort you. So whoever's around Carmen, just like lift her up. If you a woman in general, lift her up. If you a woman who believe in keeping families together, lift her up. You know what I'm saying? That's not being stupid. That's breaking generational curses. That's trying to do everything you can to make sure your kids and mom and dad are in the same home. Because it wasn't like Corey was berating her, calling her name. Corey really rode for Carmen too. He did some dumb ish, but he really was riding for Carmen too. And the crazy part is that's just how some men are built. They're not built to think that women care too, you know, because they're the whole life. Like some men think it's cool for their kids to lose their virginity early, to sleep with all the women in the world, like it's a guy thing, like it's something like what guys do. But it's really messing up this generation. It's really part of the generational curse that needs to be broken. No, men should not just freely give their energy, just as well as women should not freely give their energy. When you have engagement in a sexual act, that's energy going around, and your energy is going to other people. And nowadays people can manipulate your energy, and then you wonder why you feel a certain way, why you feeling out of place, why you feeling discombobulated. It's because you're sharing your energy with the whole world. The whole population does not deserve your energy. The whole population does not deserve to have you on that level. It just is what it is. And at the same time, you cursing your whole family. You making webs for your generation that can't be really unweaved because it's too many people. And let's say you got that woman who's a witch, or that guy who's a warlock, or that person who really do weird stuff or really ain't rap tight. They gonna come back and fudge with you just because they can, and just because they will, and just because they got them soul ties to you that you willingly gave them. And that stuff is real. As I got older, I realized it's some stuff going on, especially in the sexual world, that I really didn't even need to go on. If you knew to go on, if you knew what was going on, you really wouldn't be doing that for real, because you wondering why you got these weird feelings. It's you bringing that onto you willing, because you out here doing weird stuff with Tom, Dick, Harry, Sally, Sue, and whoever else you want to do it with, and that's not okay. Alright, y'all, let me know how y'all feel about the situation down below. Who y'all rocking with? What advice can you give to Carmen? What advice can you give to Corey? Actually, some of y'all just need to shut up, because y'all got this girl in her feelings. Don't say nothing unless it's something positive. Period. Because whatever you say, that might be you one day, and somebody may need to say it to you. Period.